GoFest finale event is finally upon us, and today we're running through all the tips for the event. As always, let's hop right into it. Now, first thing, I'm not covering the event details in this video. Check out a video up here if you want to check out the differences between a paid and a non-paid ticket for what you get during this event and other details. Just check it out up here. It'll shorten up this video. Also, there's exclusive research during the event. We will not be covering that in this video, and I'll just leave a website below, LeakDuck, and they will add all the research as it drops in Australia, which should be tomorrow night. Okay, let's get right into the tips. Starting with the non-ticketed tips. These are tips for people who do not buy the ticket and they can take advantage of these. Starting with the wild spawns. Best wild spawns, meta relevant wild spawns, everyone gets access to them. Which ones should you go after? Starting with the Pheromosa habitat, which is the first 2 hours. We're gonna have Scyther evolving into Caesar. Of course, Mega Caesar is in the game now. A great mega to have, get XL candies for, all that stuff. And also Caesar is not a bad Ultra League Pokemon. We also have Pinsir, which does have a mega in the future, a great mega you can prep for. We have Hitmontop, a spicy Great League Pokemon, not bad to grab for some special limited cups. Metatite evolving into Medicham, one of the most meta relevant Great League Pokemon, and also has a mega in the future. And I believe Medicham was on the World Championship team. Finally, Carablast evolving into Escavalier, a great Ultra League Pokemon and even good in the Great League. Moving on to the second habitat, the Buzzwole habitat, happening for the next 2 hours. Starting with Machop evolving into Machamp, a great Great League, Ultra League, and Master League Pokemon, and also Machamp and Shadow Machamp are meta-relevant fighting type raid attackers. We then have Numel, which evolving into Camerupt does have a mega form in the future you can prep for. Numel is also a potential Ditto disguise if you're hunting Ditto. Cranidos evolving into Rampardos, the best rock type raid attacker in the game right now. If it ever gets a Shadow form, it'll be even stronger. Definitely get the candies for that Pokemon. Drillbur evolving into Excadrill. Excadrill is a great ground type raid attacker, steel type raid attacker, and also good in the Master League. Moving on to the Xurkitree habitat, which is going to be the next 2 hours after that. Electabuzz into Electivire. The Shadow form of Electivire is an amazing electric type raid attacker, definitely one you can go ahead and grab during this event. We have Electrike evolving into Manectric. Manectric does have the mega form you definitely want to grab right now. Shinx into Luxray. Luxray and Shadow Luxray are great electric type raid attackers, and Shadow Luxray is also good in the Great League. Good to get candies for that. We have Combi, which gets you 750 Stardust per catch, definitely worth catching if you're hunting Stardust, and also Fungus, which gets you 500 Stardust per catch. Second, lastly, Joltik into Galvantula, a great Great League and Ultra League Pokemon. Finally, Unova Stunfisk, which is great to grab candies for the Galarian Stunfisk, good in the Great League and the Ultra League. Finally, the Nightligo habitat, the last 2 hours of the event, will have Bulbasaur evolving into Venusaur, great for the Great League and the Ultra League, and also Venusaur does have a mega form right now. We have Clefairy into Clefable, a good Ultra League Pokemon. Chansey, which we all know, Chansey and Blissey, great gym defenders, and Chansey itself is a good Great League Pokemon for some limited cups like the Love Cup. Tangela into Tangrowth. Tangrowth is not a bad Great League and Ultra League Pokemon. Chikorita into Meganium, again, not a bad Great League and Ultra League Pokemon. Frillish into Jellicent, a great Great League and Ultra League Pokemon, again, a lot of good PvP mons. Swirlix, which can be a Ditto disguise if you're hunting Ditto. Finally, Scrap into Dragalge, a great Great League and Ultra League Pokemon. Now, quickly, I want to take a second to talk about the Shiny Glitch in Pokemon Go. If you don't know the Shiny Glitch, I'll leave a full video up here, but in short, this glitch allows you to, when an hour changes during an event, for example, going into Spotlight Hour, going out of Spotlight Hour, or going from one of the habitats to another habitat, if you have a Shiny encounter confirmed on the screen and you wait until that hour switches, if that Pokemon switches into a different Pokemon that can be Shiny, it's guaranteed Shiny. Let's say I find a Shiny Electabuzz right at the end of the Xurkitree hour, which is 4 p.m. Don't catch it, let it go, and then wait until that hour switches over and that Pokemon switches into something new during the Nihilego hour, and it turns into a Clefairy, for example. That Clefairy is guaranteed Shiny. So if you're coming near the end of an hour and you have an encounter with a Shiny Pokemon that you already have or you don't care to catch, wait until that hour switches, and then maybe you'll get a new Shiny Pokemon or a different Shiny Pokemon from the new hour that'll be more interesting to you. I'll link below the full video as well on that glitch, but definitely take advantage of this. Now let's talk about meta-relevant raids. What are the best ones to go after? And the biggest question, of course, is going to be the 4 Ultra Beasts. Which ones are the best to go after? They're all good for different things. Pheromosa is a decent bug type raid attacker, however, it is very, very squishy. Buzzwole is going to be a meta-relevant Great League, Ultra League, and Master League Pokemon. This is going to be the one to go for PvPers. Xurkitree is going to be a top-tier electric type raid attacker, and electric is such a useful type, so I believe everyone should go after Xurkitree if you're going to go after only one Ultra Beast. Finally, Nihilego is a decent poison type raid attacker, but poison a little less useful in raids, so not as valuable as the Xurkitree. All in all, I definitely dex all 4 of the Ultra Beasts, but depending on if you like PvP or you're trying to build a raid team, make your decision on which one you would go after. We also have some other raids going down during the event. Let's cover quickly. In the 1 stars, there's really nothing too attractive. In the 3 stars, we have Snorlax, which of course Snorlax is going to be good in the Ultra League and the Master League. We have Salamence, which is great to get candies because Salamence and Shadow Salamence are great Dragon type raid attackers, but unfortunately, these Salamances will not know Outrage when you catch them. Druddigon is in there, which is good for the Love Cup, and other than that, not great. Really just focus all your money passes and all that stuff on the Ultra Beasts during this event. Those those other raids are kind of just passable. Final tip for non-ticket holders is going to be what mega to evolve during each of the habitats. If you don't know when you mega evolve Pokemon, depending on the level of the mega, which I'll leave right here, you'll get extra candy, extra XP for catching Pokemon of the same type. So what mega should we evolve? The first strategy you could go for this is to just go after the Ultra Beast. Every single hour when the Ultra Beast spawns change, you will mega evolve accordingly. For example, in the Pheromosa hour, you can mega evolve these Pokemon to get extra candy for Pheromosa raids. During the Buzzwole hour, mega evolve these Pokemon to get extra candy. During the Circuitry hour, mega evolve these Pokemon. Finally, during the Nihilego hour, which actually will have all Ultra Beasts spawning, you can evolve these Pokemon for Nihilego. That's the first strategy you can go after, and it's not a bad one because Ultra Beast candies are going to be very hard to get because they're pretty much just legendaries and exclusive to raids. The second strategy is you can go after the wild spawns. Let's take a look at all the meta-relevant wild spawns with XL candies that are worth mega evolving specifically for. First of all, in the first hour, we have Scyther, Pinsir, and Metatype being the only meta-relevant spawns with XL candies. Of course, you can mega evolve a Bug for the Scyther and Pinsir, or a Fighting and Psychic for the Metatype. In the second hour, the Buzzwole hour, we have Machop, Numel, Cranidos, and Drillbur as the only meta-relevant Pokemon with XL candies. Mega evolving a Fighting type for Machop, a Ground for Numel and Drillbur, or a Rock for Cranidos is going to be how you take advantage of that. During the Circuitry hour, we have Electabuzz, Electrike, Joltik, and Stunfisk, all meta-relevant with XL candies. Mega evolve accordingly to get extra XL candies for these Pokemon. And finally, during the Nihilego hour, we have Bulbasaur, Chansey, Frillish, and Skrelp, all meta-relevant with XL candies. Mega evolve accordingly to get extra XL candies for these Pokemon, depending on which one you want the most XLs. So yeah, take a look at the spawns. Which Pokemon from each hour do you want the most XL candies for? And then mega evolve and switch it every single hour if possible. Let me know in the comment section below what Pokemon you'll be mega evolving. Okay, moving on to the ticketed holder tips. Before we talk about ticket holder tips, let's just talk about a strategy to get a cheaper ticket in Pokemon Go. If you have a friend who already bought the GoFest Finale ticket and you're planning on buying it, normally it's going to be $10 USD, but if your friend gifts it to you, it's actually only going to be, I believe, $6, so you save like $4. So if you do have friends that are planning on buying the ticket, maybe get them to gift it to you and then you pay them back for the ticket. That's going to be a way you can save a little bit of money if you don't already have a ticket. Now, we do have some Incense spawns going down to this event, so let's talk about the meta-relevant ones that will be spawning. Of course, we're going to have a bunch of unknowns spawning. Unknowns are great to capture because out of events, they're very, very rare, and I don't believe they can be shiny. So catching shiny unknowns and regular unknowns, just great to have for trade bait, the value for trades, because people are always looking for shiny unknowns. So even if you get one and you don't care about it, just save it, keep it, and you can maybe trade it for something super valuable to you in the future. Other than that, though, the only two meta-relevant wild spawns we're going to have is Tropius, which is going to be a great League Pokemon. This is a regional, but it will be available in the last hour off Incense for ticket holders. And finally, Frillish, which we already talked about, Jellicent great in the Great League and the Ultra. On the topic of Incense, though, let's talk about quick tips for Incense. Number one, Incense works via GPS, so moving as fast as you can in a straight line is going to be the most effective way to get the most Incense spawns. If you can find a loop, a big circle loop that you can walk around, that's how you get the most advantage of Incense spawns, because Incense will spawn one Pokemon every single 5 minutes if you're not moving, but if you are moving, that moves up to like 30 seconds, I believe. So remember, move and always be moving from one location to another, not just like in a little circle, because then Incenses won't be triggering. Also use the Incense refresh trick, which if you go ahead and you open your friends list, it will reload all the spawns on the map. So if your new Incense spawn is not coming in and you believe it should be, open your friends list, close your friends list, and maybe that will speed up the Incense spawns refreshing, allowing you to get more Incenses. Now you're getting 5,000 extra XP if you do have the ticket every time you raid. This is not a bad time to go ahead and use Lucky Egg if you plan on doing a lot of raids 1 hour. For example, during the Circuitry hour, if you don't care about the spawns and only want to focus on the Circuitry raids, go ahead and pop a Lucky Egg as a ticket holder. You can get a lot of XP. And finally, use those free passes. Remember, you're getting 10 free local raid passes. I don't believe you're getting any remote raid passes, but using those free orange raid passes is such a bargain because that's just 10 free raids. Don't forget to use them because I've had plenty of situations where I forget to use them and then I just lose 10 free raids of XP and stuff. Okay, finally, let's move on to some metal tips. This can go for both ticket and non-ticket holders, but it will depend, of course, on what advantages you get. Starting with the Scientist Medal Evolve 2000 Pokemon. In the wild, we have Carablast, Shelmet, Geodude, and Machop spawning, and all these Pokemon, if you receive them from trade, are going to be free evolutions going into their final stage. This is great to catch a lot of these, trade them with a friend, and then you have a bunch of free evolution Pokemon that you can use to work on your Scientist Medal. You can even save these Pokemon for double Evolve XP Spotlight hours and take more advantage of this tip. We also have that special Pikachu spawning in the wild, so the Pikachu Fan Medal, catch 1,000 Pikachus. And remember, if you receive a Pikachu from trade, it does count. So if your friend saves a bunch of those Pikachus, trades them to you, you can still continuously work on this medal. Both ticket holders and non-ticket holders are getting snapshots. Remember, the Cameraman medal have some 400 snapshots in Pokemon Go. Is a great medal to work on and finish very easy, actually. Just don't forget to take those snapshots. We also have the Rising Star medal, defeat 150 species of Pokemon in raids. Of course, we have 4 new Pokemon, or 3 new Pokemon coming to raids, the 3 Ultra Beasts. A great time to do at least one of those raids so you can work on that Rising Star medal. And other than that, we do have some 3 stars and 1 star, so go ahead and do them. Remember, the costumes do count as a separate species, so rating that special costume Pikachu will work towards this medal. We also have the Picnic medal. Use a lure to help any trainer catch 2,500 Pokemon. Now, I know there's no lure bonus bonuses going down, it is still worth dropping a lure because there's gonna be so many trainers out that this medal will be super easy to complete. You go ahead to a busy area, drop the lures. People are gonna be playing Pokemon Go. They're gonna be catching Pokemon off your lures. Definitely a medal, very easy to work on. Finally, a medal for ticket holders only, but the unknown medal, catch 28 unknowns. This requires you to catch all 28 letters of unknown separately. Make sure you get every single different letter of unknown spawning during GoFest, so you can go ahead and complete this medal, work on this medal, and then maybe get the other unknowns you're missing from trade. That's pretty much gonna be it, guys. Now I'm going to link below videos for general tips that you should be using during any event. That includes how to prep a lot of Pokeballs, how to get a lot of Pokeballs if you don't have any. It's a little late, but quick catch plus AR mode trick to allow you to catch Pokemon in under 3 seconds, and how to clear a lot of your storage if you're looking to make a lot of space going into GoFest, because you want to make sure you have a lot of space. Definitely go ahead and watch those videos. They will be linked below, but those are general tips that you should be using for every single event. So I didn't want to include them in this video because this is more specific to just GoFest. Other than that though, that is pretty much the video, guys. If I missed any tips, let me know in the comment section below. Help other trainers, and maybe go take a scroll down there because there might be some tips that will help out your gameplay a lot during this upcoming event. I wish you guys all an amazing GoFest finale, and we're gonna see y'all in the next season. Fall for this one. Peace.